So my freshman year in college, I met this girl and we started to date, but I wasn't dating her for her personality, let's just say that. So about 2 months into it, we were just kind of hanging out one night, and it was about a week before Christmas break, and about to go home and see family, and we decided that we were going to go out and look at Christmas lights with another friend who was a couple. They had a boyfriend and girlfriend, and we were out and having a good old time. About halfway through, she leaned over to me in the back seat and whispered in my ear, "Hey, I think it'd be really funny if you fake proposed to me in front of our friends." So I started thinking about it, and I was like, there's no harm that could come from this, not at all. So I was like, okay. So I agreed, and we went to Walmart, and I snuck away halfway through us walking around Walmart and went and bought a little $5 plastic gem ring from the counter. And I knelt down on my knee and professed my love for her and said, in the 2 months that I've known you, my whole life is just captivated by your presence, and I just feel like I want to spend the rest of my life with you. And gave her the ring, and she actually mustered up some tears and cried a little bit, and our two friends were kind of blown away and shocked and didn't know if they were happy or kind of weirded out by the whole thing, and got back to my dorm room, and about an hour later called her, and she had told everyone in the dorm, the girls' dorm, and called her mom and dad to tell her that she was engaged. I told her that let's just go home and really think about this, because she really, really wanted to follow through with this at this point. And I was like, let's go home and think about this and really kind of weigh our feelings and see how we feel about each other, and come back in January and make a decision. And that would give me a month to figure out a way to get rid of her. So went home, we talked sporadically, and came back and was ready to just tell her the way it was. And she walked up to me with an engagement ring from her ex-boyfriend. And I was like, thank you, Jesus.
Well, I was living in Austin at the time, working for a company in Dallas. And I had some friends here that I used to stay with when I came. And it was his 40th birthday party. And they invited me to come up. And his wife said, "Oh, I've got someone that you need to meet." And so I said, "Okay, fine, whatever." And so that night, I was at the party, and she shows up.
I had been gone all day long with my daughter to a gymnastics tournament in Texarkana. She was sick as a dog. It was very late, and I thought there's no way in the world I'm going to get myself dressed up and going to a party where I know absolutely no one to meet a guy. My parents convinced me that they would be home soon to take care of Brittany, and I was going to get myself dolled up and go meet him if it was 10 or 11 o'clock. So somehow or another, I found the nerve to do it. Got myself dressed up and went over to a party, and there he was leaning up against the counter, and that was our first introduction.
The rest, they say, is history. We've been married now for 11 and a half years.